became the King of Scotland. Obviously enough, it was never recognised by the English. But yeah, the movie Braveheart is very loosely based around the life of Robert the Bruce and his brother Edward. Actually, the movie Braveheart was filmed, over 90% of the movie was actually filmed in the Republic of Ireland, down around Trim Castle, the Curve Kildare and the Wicklow Mountains, in and around the Dublin area there as well. Yeah, the reason for that basically was Mel Gibson was trying to save a few bucks. At that particular time, 1994, the movie Braveheart was filmed here in the Republic of Ireland, and the Irish government were offering very good tax breaks, very good tax incentives to the Hollywood producers to bring their movies here to the Republic of Ireland. And yeah, Mel Gibson jumped at the opportunity. He was given the use of Trim Castle, the largest Anglo-Norman castle we have in Ireland, a study-in for both Leeds and York Castle in the movie Braveheart. Given the use of 1,000 Irish Army reservists, people who were used to taking orders and standing around all day doing nothing. So yeah, it worked out quite well. Yeah, would you believe it? 2000, yeah, last year was the 20th anniversary of the movie Braveheart being released in cinemas around the world there as well. Yeah, particularly in Trim Castle, where a lot of the interior shots were filmed. They had a 20th anniversary screening of the movie on the walls of Trim Castle there as well. Mel Gibson was good enough to send him a little DVD thanking him for their help all those years ago in the making of the movie Braveheart. Yeah, but back to Robert the Bruce. You know, he was battling the English for many years. After one of his defeats by the English, he actually hid out on that particular little island on the left-hand side over there, and he held out there for several months. Different times. He actually held out at a different stage, hid out for well over the entire winter, as part of 4.5 months or so, on a beautiful little island called Rathlin Island. And when we get up to Carrigreen Road Bridge, you'll be able to see Rathlin Island, and that's where Robert the Bruce and his brother Edward hid out for one particular winter after the defeat by the English. Yeah, the Scots were after taking control of Scotland, defeating the English at the Battle of Bannockburn. Robert declared himself the King of Scotland, and he sent his brother Edward here to try and help the Irish in this part of Ireland to get their freedom from the English at that particular time as well. Edward actually landed in the port of Larne behind us there. For a period of time he freed this part of the island from control of the British, but again, just over a year or so later, the English re-established their control back in this particular area as well. So yeah, a lot of Scots people really proud of Robert the Bruce and Edward the Bruce there. For a short period of time, the Scots had their independence from the English there for a short period of time. This particular part of the Irish Sea, yeah, again, usually during the summertime more often than not, you'd actually see some dolphins, a lot of seals along the coastline here as well. This time of the year it's just a little bit too cold, so there's less chance of seeing them as well. Here we go, yeah, a little bit more of Scotland up ahead on the front and the right hand side of the bus here. And we're just going to make our way up along up the Irish Sea on the right hand side for the next about 45 minutes or so. After that we're going to be cutting inland. We'll have the beautiful glens of Antrim, or the valleys of Antrim, coming up here now on the left. And after that again, we'll cut inland for a little bit. We're going to pass through Ballycastle, and after that we'll be a couple of minutes away from the Carrigreen Road Bridge or so. Body water at the top of the island here will be the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, we're going to right to the very top of the island of Ireland here to see the Carrigreen Road Bridge and the Giant's Causeway. Great fishing tradition in this particular area. An interesting one, this roadway is relatively new. Again, it's about 150-160 years old or so. And before that, it was just a little grassy pathway here, very difficult to get your goods into town, into Larne or into Belfast. And for that reason, a lot of the fishermen here, up until the time this particular roadway was completed, a lot of the fishermen would take their catch of the day, go over to Scotland, to the likes of Campbelltown, Carnryan, Stranraer, and they'd actually sell their fish over there. Just the time it would take to get their goods into the fish, particularly into Belfast, particularly in the summertime. On the odd occasion that we do get a little bit of warm weather, there's every chance that your fish would spoil. It was just too difficult to take them over the top of the glens. Just would have taken too much time, so your fish of the day wasn't iced, there were no such thing as ice machines at that particular stage, and so there was every possibility your fish will go off, some for a long period of time. Fishermen along the coastline, particularly a little bit more northerly along the coastline here, would have taken their catch of the day across to Scotland. There you go again, you can see a little bit of the Scottish Highlands away off to the right hand side there.